everyone, so I'm here to pack some orders from the May release, and I'm in a little different location. I'm going to try this out and see what we think. I've moved my lights and my camera, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be good enough or not. So for this one, I need the 9x6x3, and I get it at Uline. And I have a tissue paper folded over. I just went with this light, it was supposed to be a light blue, but it's kind of a sea foam if you ask me. So I went with that color. So this order has a Black River soap. It's a little bit lighter scented soap, and I think the guys are gonna like that quite a bit. And a Glacier Pass. That's a cool water type scent. Here we have Smooches, which this is a bombshell type scent. And let's see, well, High Society, which this is a lovely type scent. So I kind of got some types going on with this release. We have the Sweet Pea, which would have been one of the last ones you guys will have seen for soap making on my channel. I have Lilac Blossom. I love this. It is still pretty strong. It has cured out pretty strong in the long run. And then a Confetti Blossom, which is also a floral. Kind of a, it's just a spring floral. It's very pretty. That's all for that order. So I need to mark it off before I lose track of what I'm doing. I like to mark everything off, double check the list. Checking the list like Santa does. Okay. Lost my train of thought on that one. Making a list, checking it twice. That's what I was coming up with. Okay, so my shred this time is just it's actually called French Vanilla. Oh, something just fell down. French Vanilla and Ivory color of my shred. And I just have a little tub off here to the side. So now I need to look at samples. I have quite a few samples over here. So first of all, I do have a tea that I'm sending out with this one. This is called Organic Oolong and Jasmine Green Tea, Steep by Bigelow. I'll tuck that in there. And I have a couple of baskets of soap samples. Let's see what we could do. I'm going to put in a Lily of the Valley. Oh my goodness, this one turned out so good. Smells amazing. I saved a whole bunch for myself. And I'm going to put in a figgy cream. A card and the invoice. And then just tuck everybody in there nice. So my sticker this month, this release, just has some irises on it. Luxuriously handcrafted. I think it turned out really nice. These boxes were not made very well this time. They're not closing up as well as they're supposed to. As always, give the edges a little smack so they'll go into the mailer better. Now, normally while I'm packaging, I have a laptop sitting right over here that connects with my Dymo printer, but I don't have that over here today because of One, the battery sound kind of makes some noise, or the fan sound, I should say. And also I wanted just to move this stuff a little closer to me. But so for today, I'm just going to write their initials on this and set this to the side so I can start on the next one. This order is going to be just 4 wax melt clamshells. And I'm just going to package this onto a folded over tissue paper. So we have fresh strawberry, poppies and peaches, luscious lemon, and dreaming of summer. That all smells so good. They are going to have a delightfully smelling house. Delightful smelling. So for the sample on this one, I'm going to do a desert flower. This is a cactus blossom, something like that type of a scent. And we'll go ahead and do the tea still. Just fold it over real nice. I don't mind putting like 4 soaps or 4 of the clamshells just in the tissue. I think it works out okay. But if they're bulky or too thick, like my salt soap bars, they don't really fit in here very well. So I have a tub right underneath here with some bubble wrap. Give it a little extra protection. The bubble mailers do have bubble wrap, but it's not very thick bubble wrap. It wouldn't protect from a whole lot. And then into the bubble mailer again. I always like to fold these over so they're pretty snug here. But then I do put a little tape here on the edges so they don't snag. I'm always afraid something's gonna snag right here, so I like to tape that up. So for this order, I need another box. I use the 20 by 30 sheets. They seem to fold in half just right in these 9 by 6 by 3 boxes. So into this one, let's see, we're starting off with a Black River again. So we have the Black River again. And we have another High Society. We have, let's put Glacier Pass right there. We have the High Society there. Another Smooches. The Poppies and Peaches. Did I have one of those before? I can't remember. Poppies and Peaches. And Daffodil and Tangerine. We have Apricot Freesia. Such a pretty bar. This one is a little bit on the lighter side as well, and that's noted in the listing. And then we have Hey Dahlia. So let's see, for this one, think we're going to go with a wild iris. And let's do a sweet pea. And we'll do a tea as well. This is pretty much the size of the orders from this release. I've had some big ones, but it seems like I've kind of gotten to those, and I'm a stickler for staying in order, so I didn't see any to really work on in the next several. Doing a little order packing at the end of the day. These actually won't go out until tomorrow. That is a full box. So here we have a 2 soap order. We have Cherry Blossom. This is a beautiful scent, but the fragrance discolored and there's a lot of glycerin rivers, and I was just like, you kind of a little bit ugly. So I did mark it down. And then I have a Lily of the Valley, which I did end up with quite a bit of Gone Wonkies of those, because in the green, the color migrated a little bit, and it looked a little bit off, but it's fine to use. It's just, so I marked it Gone Wonky. It smells so good. This and Buttermilk and Blue Jeans are just the showstoppers for me of this release. I just can't get over either one of them. So for a sample in this one, I'm going to put in a Jasmine. Now I'm going to check this out. I'm going to see if I can do this first class. I'm not sure that I can. 2 soaps tend to be just right there on the edge by the time I have all the packaging in. If I can knock it down to a first class, I usually will. But I'll just have to weigh it and see what we think. So I was laughing. This was my April Showers Brings May Flowers release. I worked really hard to get a lot of the florals done. But the funny thing is, here in Missouri, it's kind of April Flowers and May Showers, because our tulips are done, daffodils are done, lilacs are done, snowball's done. I think it's like it starts with a V. I'll put it down there. Irises are done. I don't know what else. Anyway, they're pretty much all done around here. So it really doesn't, we don't have much for the flowers here in May. They just don't last long enough. Well, this does look like it's going to go first class. So with this release, I have these pretty mailers. And I bought these before I realized that my tissue was going to be this green, but it actually matches really nicely. It's very pretty. So I'll give this customer a shipping refund for the excess charges. Okay, so into this one we have Crema Cacao, and I did get some darker craft labels, and they have a fun texture, so I really like them. And we have Cedarwood Atlas. This is a goat milk soap. It smells so good. I love it. I love it. I think the guys are especially gonna love it too. And let's see here, we've got a Poppies and Peaches. We have a Poppies and Peaches clamshell and a Luscious Lemon clamshell. And then I did the Buttermilk and Blue Jeans. We'll just call it Blue Jeans for this one. Wax melts, and they're in a cute daisy and tulip shape, and I just love them so much. It's turned out super adorable. And I decided just to do one piece because they're kind of chunky. So, and I have the little bag, so thought we'll just do one piece for these this time. I have these also in the Gardenia and Lily of the Valley, and oh man, they're just like out of this world amazing. I love them. So I already picked out my samples. So I think into this one, I'm going to put in a citrus buttermilk essential oil soap. And then I did have a smaller Lily of the Valley that didn't quite make the cut, so I made it a sample. And aren't they just adorable? Love them. I just love the Lily of the Valley scent. That was such a good suggestion. This release, I tried to get in a lot of those scents that I was asked for towards the end of last year. I think it was in a packaging video even. I was like, what kind of scents are you looking for in the new year? And I had just so many floral scents requested. So I busted my behind to get as many lists as I could. I think with this release I had 28 soaps. Some were remakes. I had 28 soaps. And I had new clamshell scents, and I had the new shaped scents, plus I brought back the pink sugar cookie and the coffee cake wax melt. So this release was just kind of bomb diggity. So much to choose from. I love it. For the last couple of releases that I did, I was soaping at the end of the day also. And this release, I made it so I didn't have to do that. So I'm getting all my supplies in this week. And I'm pretty excited to, well, I didn't do that very well. I'm pretty excited to get back to work. Gonna get just a lot of soap made, but have fun while I'm at it. Okay, I'm gonna pack one more and then I'll call it good. Okay, so into this last one here, I hope I can make it. My battery's flashing at me. Let's go quick. Alright, we have a Gardenia. I do have rose, jasmine soaps, all sorts of stuff that didn't necessarily pop up in this video. Love's Pure Light. We have another Glacier Pass and another Buttermilk and Blue Jeans. Another Dreaming of Summer, and a Smooches. And we also have a pink sugar cookie. And I also have the coffee cake. Into this one for samples, I'm going to do High Society and Poolside, which is a coconut and orange one that's oh so amazing. So I'm just gonna keep going. If I get cut off, you'll know where I went. The battery has died.